be reviewing a set of Sedona Lace brushes. I'm also going to be showing you a very easy and quick makeup look that you guys can do every day. It's great for daily use, and it's also really great if you're young too, so if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. This whole look, except for of course my foundation and my concealer and stuff in my eyebrows, that stuff I just skip because I will do a separate video of my whole foundation routine. I'm excited to show you guys these, and if you stay tuned till the end of this video, you will have a chance to win a set of these brushes. So I'm going to be giving away a set of these to you guys, and it's just amazing because they're such a great value. Let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So first I am using just my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, and I like to use this to set my regular foundation because it adds a little bit more coverage. But the large paddle brush works excellent for applying this powder foundation. It just goes on so smoothly and really covers very well too, but it's also very light. That's what I really like about this brush, and basically all of these brushes, is they apply makeup very flawlessly, so it's very airbrush looking. It doesn't look cakey one bit, because I know whenever you use a powder foundation it can look cakey because it does have that added coverage, even just a regular powder too. I used to use my e.l.f. Kabuki brush when I applied this powder, but that is so dense so it can apply a lot of product, so you end up using more product, and it also can look cakey. And this brush just applies it beautifully and you don't end up with cake face at all, so it's awesome. And it's so soft too. I don't have any shedding with this brush, maybe just one or two hairs here or there, but with being such a large brush, it's just amazing that it doesn't shed at all. So then I also like to use this brush for applying my bronzer and contour. I like to use a really dark face powder for my bronzer just because it looks more natural. It blends out a lot better than a regular bronzer. This is just a L'Oreal True Match, and it's in the color Cocoa, which is extremely dark. It's like, I think, one of the darkest shades they have, but it is a cool tone shade, so it's not going to look orangey. But this brush just works perfectly for applying bronzer because you can fit it right into the hollows of your cheek. I really like using this brush for bronzer because you don't get just that one stamp mark where you first applied it on your skin, because I hate that. Whenever I use a contour brush, like those really small dense ones, or even if I use a large powder brush that's really fluffy, I can always tell where I first applied that bronzer, and it's always like a big blob on my forehead or something, and then I have to go in and blend it out afterwards. And with this brush, since it's so light and just feathery, you can just feather it onto your skin and you don't end up with that one spot that you have to blend out, which will then move your foundation and your concealer and everything. So it's just great because it just blends it out so nicely, and it fits nicely into the hollows of your cheeks. It also works really well for lightly applying bronzer to my neck and chest. That's another area where I can always see where I first put the bronzer, and then I end up just rubbing and making myself red trying to blend it all out. So this just puts the right amount right onto your skin. Then I'm using the small blush brush to apply my blush. Now typically I wouldn't use a flat kind of paddle shaped brush for my blush. I like something that's a little bit more round. I just feel like it blends a little bit better. But with this brush, it's totally different. It just applies it so nicely. Something about the texture of the bristles, it just goes on so flawlessly. This works a lot better though than my other blush brushes because it is smaller, so I don't end up with a ton of blush all over my cheeks. I can apply blush very precisely, but still blend it out really well. And the light feathery texture of the bristles just allows for me to apply a darker color blush or something more pigmented, but apply it a lot more light and more natural looking, so I don't end up with like a red streak down my cheek or anything. Because this blush is the NYX Mocha one, and it is like a dark fall color, so if you are not careful you can use too much of it and you end up with too dark of cheeks. But with this brush it just goes on perfectly, as you can see. So then I'm just moving on to my eyes, and I'm only going to be using 2 eye brushes to do the eye look, and it's something very natural and easy that anyone can do. So first I'm going to be using the eye brush that is like a shader brush. It's kind of tapered, it's more of like that flat paddle shape. But this is great for applying any shadow all over the lid. I'm just going to be using my NYX Love in Paris Parisian Chic palette, which is just a great neutral palette. And I'm just going to be using the flat shader brush to pick up the shimmery champagne color. And I'm going to be using this just all over my lid, something just very quick and natural, and it really just makes your eyelids shimmer and look great. And with this eyeshadow I usually have a lot of fallout, but for some reason when I use this brush I don't get any fallout. As you can see, there's nothing on my cheeks. It just puts it on very nicely, packs it onto my lid, and also blends at the same time because it is a little bit tapered. Now I'm going to be using the last brush that came in the kit, and it's something that is perfect for your crease if you have small eyes. Even if you have larger eyes and you want to apply something a little bit more precise, this brush is going to be great for that because it is small, it's very long, so you don't get a very concentrated color. It's more of that feathered look. This brush is nice because it is so small, so for someone with small eyes like me, it just goes perfectly into my crease. But even though it is small, it surprisingly still blends out really well. So I might have just applied it directly to my crease and you think you would just get like a cut crease line, but it actually blends it out really well, so it almost looks like I use a larger blending brush because it is tapered. So you do have these other bristles here on the side that still help to blend it out. I was really excited to try this one out because it's unlike any eye brush that I have. It's just perfect for my crease since my eyes are a little bit small, especially if you have like deep set eyes and you just want something to apply to your crease but still blend at the same time. Then I'm just wiping off the shader brush on a cloth so I can reuse it for my highlight shade. Then I'm just going to pick up the really light, just matte highlight shade in this palette, and I'm going to just apply that to my brow bone. This just applies brow bone color perfectly, it puts on the right amount of color, and then it helps also blend out that crease as well. So now using that same brush, I'm picking up the same light brown color from the palette and I'm just applying that to my lower lash line. This brush is nice because it is small enough you can still use it on your lower lash line too and it won't apply too much. Then I'm using my CoverGirl Ink It eyeliner in black. This one's really great for applying winged eyeliner pretty fast because you don't have to fuss with a liquid liner or a gel liner. It just goes on really smoothly, and I'm also going to wing it out just a little bit. Then I'm just going to apply a small bit just to the outer half of my lower lash line. Now I'm curling my eyelashes using my Sally Hansen eyelash curler. Then for mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Butterfly Lashes mascara, and I love this mascara. I recently did a review on it. I will link that for you guys down below. And for lip gloss, I'm using NYX's Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. So that is it for my tutorial / review of these brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really love these brushes. I think they're great quality. Aren't they just adorable? I mean, who doesn't love rose gold? I'm like obsessed with rose gold. You guys know I wear rose gold jewelry all the time. I just love it so much, and it's like a really pretty pink color. The handles are also like a really dark chocolate, so they're just very high quality, very nice. They would make a great Christmas gift if someone is really into makeup or someone's even getting started with makeup. They're just a great like high quality set for you to get started with because they're very small so you can travel with them, and they also just have so many different uses just for 4 brushes. As you can see, I got an entire look out of just using these 4 brushes. So now on to the giveaway portion of this video. It's really exciting. I love when I have a chance to give away a set of brushes to you guys because I know brushes can be expensive, so you guys are going to have a chance to win. What you have to do is follow the link below for Sedona Lace's Facebook page and give them a like, so that you have to do that to be entered. You also of course have to be subscribed to me, so obviously I'm giving these brushes away to my subscribers. To be entered into the giveaway, you have to leave a comment down below just telling me anything you want. You can say anything about the brushes, why you're excited to win them. You could maybe even comment a video request. So if there's a certain video that you want to see from me or whatever, just leave a comment down below and that will qualify you to enter. I'm going to have all the rules and stuff down below and how you need to enter and all that stuff. I will have the official date too down below. I'm thinking the giveaway is going to go on for about a week. So in my next video, I usually post on Mondays, so next Monday is when I will announce the winner in that video. So once I choose a winner, make sure you guys check your YouTube inboxes and everything frequently because that's how I will be contacting you to tell you that you won. You guys can also follow me on my social media websites for extra entries, so Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So the links for those will be listed down below. So you can follow me on those for 3 extra entries, and I will check to see who's following me on those. That way I can enter you a second time into that. So the winner will also have to make an account on Sedona Lace's website, so you'll have to put in your address and everything on there. I'm personally not going to be shipping these out. You will be receiving them directly from Sedona Lace. That's why you have to put your address and your name and stuff in their website. So all the products that I use in this video will be on my blog, which is the first link down below. I also have a coupon code for you guys too. So if you guys don't win and you plan on ordering these, or if you want to order anything else from Sedona Lace, if you use the code glam-me-up8, which is just my YouTube username, it's always at the top of the video, that will get you $4 off your order, I think of $20 or more. So it's basically like spending just $16 on something. So that will pretty much get you free shipping because I think their shipping is around $4 too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy and good luck on the giveaway. And please comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye everyone.